Yes.
Are contradictions okay in your worldview?
Yeah, contradictions are fine.
Then why are you upset? Because you
I'm
said
not
you're
upset over the
you're
contradictions,
because
I'm upset over the interruptions. There's
no, you're
a difference.
not. No, you're not.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm contradicting you right now. It's okay.
Yeah, the contradiction is fine.
You're upset because I have glasses on.
You are not wearing glasses. I just contradicted you. You just said nonsense.
And it's okay in your worldview. It's so bizarre.
Okay, got the glasses on
It's
your head.
so bizarre to me that it's perfectly fine to contradict you. So why are you arguing against me? Who's right? You or me?
Neither one of us are right. Or you're right, or I'm right.
How can we be contradicting each other right now but say neither one of us is right? Why are you trying to correct me if you don't believe that I'm wrong? It's a straight question.
Because now you've asked me to sum up the entire discussion, which has gone through several different topics, as to who's right or who's wrong.
I never asked you to sum up the entire
You just said who's
conversation.
Right. You just said who's right, who's wrong. About what?
I never asked you to sum up the entire conversation.
Then ask me a question. Am I right? Who's right or wrong about what?
Are you right or are you wrong?
About what?
Does it matter?
Yes.
Okay, sure. Here we go. The law of non-contradiction, okay? Is it true that I cannot have a $20 bill in my wallet and not in my wallet at the same time and in the same sense? Is that true or is that false?
Given the material reality of the laws of physics at this particular point in time and space, it is demonstrably false.
All right, is there ever a time or a place where I could have a $20 bill in my wallet and not in my wallet at the same time and in the same sense? Is there anywhere in the material universe that you can tell me that if you and I were standing there that would be possible, that I could do that?
Not that you or I have experienced or know of at this time.
Okay. Now, my next question is, the law of non-contradiction then, is that something that is absolute or is it not absolute?
I would say it is not absolute.
Are you absolutely certain about that?
Nope.
No. So then you're not absolutely sure?
Nope.
So the law of non-contradiction is absolute?
Or it could be wrong.
Is it absolute or is it not absolute?
Don't know.
All right, well, if you don't know, then in your worldview, as you stated earlier, contradictions are okay?
Yeah.
If contradictions are okay, how are we expected to have a logical conversation or any type of argumentation whatsoever if contradictions are permitted in your worldview? I don't accept that, but you do.
We're not. I even stated earlier that was, one could argue that it was technically impossible to have a logical argument.
Say again?
I stated earlier that one could argue that it was technically impossible to logically have an argument.
And in your worldview, I could say, no, you didn't, and contradictions are okay, because I just contradicted yourself, and I would be right? I could say, no, you didn't, and I would be right?
But here's the difference between the abstract and
the
material.
Question, please,
no,
because
no,
you keep avoiding it.
Because then you say...
The question, please, because you keep avoiding it.
You could contradict me on that. However, much like your example of do we know a place, we have two videotapes
on us. Contradictions
no.
are okay.
Contradictions are fine, but if I say something...
Then why are you trying to correct me right now if I'm contradicting you? It should be okay to you.
I don't have a problem with the contradictions. I have a problem with
I'm telling you that you're wrong, and that should be okay to you. Because contradictions are acceptable in your worldview. Again, I feel that we're at an ironic point right now, because the Christian theist is trying to hold the non-believer to laws of logic, when usually the atheist...
As a logical question, if I say something, I said this. No, you didn't say that. Can I contradict you? Yes, I can contradict you. But here's the difference between the abstract theories of logic and concrete reality. We have two video cameras filming us. We could back up the tape and determine factually whether or not I said what I claimed I did or not. We have evidence. Therefore, we're out of the realm of logic and abstract argument and into the realm of proof.
So you're saying that it's perfectly fine to contradict you. In your worldview, contradictions are okay.
Sure.
So it doesn't matter what the evidence is. Like I brought up evidence a moment ago. I said the evidence is this, a $20 bill. And I keep going over this again and again. A $20 bill. The evidence says or shows, it shows that the $20 bill is in the wallet. Now, can this $20 bill be in my wallet and not in my wallet at the same time and in the same sense? You say, no, it can't.
Probably not.
Okay, so probably not, or it cannot?
I'm going to say probably not.
Why just probably not?
Because I attempt to not make absolute statements on the points that I can generally avoid them.
It's funny, because we can't get past this. I mean, my point is this, law of non-contradiction applies. You cannot have a $20 bill
You gotta shoot the wallet.
in your wallet and not your wallet
That's a good insert
at the
shot.
same time and in the same sense. So my wallet has a $20 bill in it.
Yeah.
You say it doesn't necessarily have a $20 bill in it.
No.
No.
You can open it up and check.
Are you really skeptical whether or not there's a $20 bill in this wallet?
Oh, no. I think the chances are so great that there's a $20 bill in your wallet right now that we may as well say there is one unless you palmed it.
But is it not a law of logic?
But logic...
It's not hiding from you. It's right there.
Yeah.
All right. Now, is there not a $20 bill in my wallet right now?
There's a $20 bill in this wallet right now.
Is it possible that there's not a $20 bill in my wallet in your worldview?
Only if I were to snatch it, but that would be stealing, which I'm not going to take.
In the same time, in the same sense?
Nope.
No what?
No, it is not possible for that $20 bill to be in your wallet in the same time, at the same sense,
Great.
in this world, under these physical laws, as far as we know, under what we've experienced.
Great. Now, how do you account for that in a material world, an immaterial law? How do you account for an immaterial law in a material world?
I don't.
You don't. You don't account for it.
Nope.
So you're like the guy that goes...
I say they're wonderful mental abstractions.
Well, if you don't account for it, you're like the guy that goes and bids on a house for $1 million, all right? He spent his money well, it seems, but at the end of the day, he has no money in the bank. He can't account for the money that he used to bid.
Except he can, because he would have a property deed for the house which has an assessed value which could be used in an abstract sense.
In your worldview, it's perfectly fine to use logic without accounting for it. Okay. Now, here's another question for you. Is raping children for the fun of it, is that just merely wrong? If somebody were to rape, like, let's say, do you have a cousin?
I have several cousins.
If your cousin was here and somebody came up and said, I want to rape your cousin just for the fun of it, would that only be merely wrong in your opinion or society's opinion, or would it be absolutely wrong regardless of what other people think about it?
In my opinion and in society's opinion, that would be absolutely positively wrong. There are other societies in which that would have been perfectly acceptable. I think those other societies are Looney Tunes.
Okay, so if we were standing over there in one of those other societies, would it be absolutely wrong if the majority of the people felt that it was okay? Even if somebody standing next to you felt that it was okay, would they be just merely wrong in their opinions, or would they be absolutely wrong regardless of what their opinion is?
I think in this case they would probably be merely wrong in their opinion.
Really? So you think that child molestation or raping children for the fun of it is only merely wrong in people's opinions depending upon where they're at in the world?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay, where would it be okay in the world for somebody to rape or molest one of your cousins for the fun of it?
How about any culture where they marry off prepubescents in arranged marriages?
You're changing the topic
older
now,
persons.
all right?
No, you asked me where in the world. I'm giving you a specific answer.
Right now. You're getting squeamish.
No, sir.
Right?
I'm giving you a very specific answer to your question.
I asked you a very specific question, then address the question. Where in the world would it be only merely wrong to molest or rape one of your cousins just for the fun of it?
All right. I'll go to the hot other religion. I will go flat out.
You're going to change the topic. I mean, you're looking in the camera and saying, I'm going to go to the other topic. Like,
yes, to answer. No. I said I'm going to go to another religion.
I'm approaching your worldview, not another religion. You're getting squeamish again, and you're trying to run away. No, you're not. I'm not asking for a representation of another worldview.
Your
Please,
question
be your own man. Own it, okay? Own your own worldview.
No, you just asked me where in the world would this be acceptable. That's no longer about my worldview. You've now asked me about somewhere else.
I said if you and I were to go stand somewhere else in the world.
Yes.
All right. Is there anywhere where you and I could stand somewhere else in the world with your cousin next to you that it would not be absolutely wrong?
For you and me, there is nowhere in the world that we could stand
that is one of the most
absolutely wrong.
Asinine statements. You and me and absolutes, opinion and absolutes, that's an asinine statement right there.
Would you agree that it is wrong to rape a small child?
I can account for it.
For fun.
But
anyway,
you can't account for it.
Hold on. Now answer the question that you posed to me. Do you believe that it is always wrong
Did you ever give me an answer? I promise you I will answer the question. So
I did give you an answer.
What was your answer?
You didn't listen to my answer.
Very clearly. I want to hear it.
Okay, I will state my answer again. It is a two-part answer. For me, in my belief system, it's wrong to rape small children for fun. I've said that 3 times. It's on your tape, it's on my tape. Then you asked me, no. You answer the question first.
All right, so in your opinion, it's absolutely wrong to molest children. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's pretty shitty. Oh, I swore again.
Yeah. All right. Now, is there anything that goes beyond your opinion to validate that?
No. There is the laws of this society. There are the consensual morality of this particular society. But you asked me... No. Sorry. Two questions. The first one is, for you, same question you asked me. Is it morally wrong?
Answer the question. So if you and I want to get this straight, if you and I, no matter where we are in the universe...
Ask me...
Don't get me into this.
I wish to ask you a question. If he asked me your question again.
Okay.
Is it morally wrong? Your question, initial question was, am I correct that you asked...
Is he going to let me ask the question?
Woody Allen
Okay.
You want to let me ask the question?
Please do.
Okay. It would be a two-part question, so I'm going to have to push through those two parts, okay?
Okay.
All right. Would it be merely wrong, in the opinion of other people, society, that molesting one of your cousins for the fun of it is wrong?
That's a different question than the one you asked me previously. Earlier you asked me if I believed that it was morally wrong.
Okay, that's why I said it's two parts. All right.
Okay.
So, is it merely wrong, according to people's opinions, or is it absolutely wrong, regardless of other people's opinions?
I think we might have to go to merely wrong, regardless of people's opinions, because of other cultures where they do not consider it to be wrong.
How is it merely wrong, regardless of people's opinions?
I didn't say it was merely wrong, regardless of people's opinions.
Yeah,
I said it was merely. I said it was merely wrong, in my opinion.
Okay. So if somebody walks up to you, though, and they have a different opinion, is your opinion more valuable than theirs from an objective standpoint?
No.
No. Okay. So it's only your opinion, and your opinion has just as much value as the child molester or the rapist.
Yes, my opinion has just as much value as the child molester and the rapist.
And it doesn't
in my
supersede
subjective,
it doesn't go beyond it.
No, in my objective opinion,
there
it's
are
wrong.
no absolute morals.
Correct.
Okay. So child molestation, rape, torturing babies for the fun of it is only subjectively wrong, and it's not absolutely wrong in your worldview.
I believe it is subjectively wrong.
Okay.
I live
but it's
my
not
life.
absolutely wrong.
I live my life and behave as if it were objectively wrong.
As if it were, but you can account for it.
I cannot account for it to be objectively wrong.
That's what I was aiming at. Okay. Now the reason.